Hi everyone, Simon here. So, trying something similar to what I did yesterday for tonight's walk home. So last night I went live and I was talking about money, getting it, making it, donations, etc. But I was doing it on a live, and I'll be honest, I don't know if that's a good way of getting reach or not, because on my lives they don't seem to get as many views after the fact once they're posted as some of my recorded videos. I'm not sure if that's just because I don't have a very big audience or if I'm just boring. So I'm going to try both ways. So yeah, tonight while I wander through the park, I'm going to talk about a similar sort of thing again. So basically, if you've seen any of my videos, you'll know that I've got a GoFundMe running. I have stage 1 cancer, that I have a single option from the NHS on the table, which is a major operation. Remove my bowel, have a stoma and a bag for the rest of my life. I'm having none of that. I did a lot of research and I found metabolic therapy. So I found Professor Seafried and his theory, based on Otto Warburg's theory from 100 years ago, that cancer is a metabolic disease and it's not caused by dodgy genes or DNA. Some are, but not all. And once cancer is cancer, every single type of cancer is metabolic. And so the treatments that are being prescribed by the metabolic theory of cancer are what I'm following. But because I am in England and under the NHS, the treatments around metabolic therapy aren't available via the NHS. So I have to raise the funds myself to do whatever I want to do with private funds, and I don't have the funds available to do that at the moment. To do the full protocol, £12,000 to £15,000 range. I'm starting on a very basic protocol, £350-ish a month, and I'm looking to raise funds to essentially do more and more of the additional parts of metabolic therapy as I can. So what I was talking about last night is, rather than me just relying on donations from people through GoFundMe, is I'm also looking for other ways to raise cash. And you know, I don't mind doing side jobs, side hustles for earning. I'm going to be selling a few bits from stuff I've got laying around at home. I've got a couple of tablets, maybe an old camera, some other bits of electronics. I've got an old typewriter up on eBay at the moment. So all these little bits will go towards my metabolic fund. But I talked about I'm looking at starting up like a side business of Kindle publishing. So I've been doing some research with AI on that today, and basically I wanted to put it out there to basically ask people, what is it that you do for side hustles? Now, the other thing that I was talking about on the live is I have some skills in the online space. Let's turn this around there, get some quiet shadows from over there. The sun's quite bright. So, I can design adverts, I can design brochures, I can design leaflets online. If you've got any work that you need to do like that, I can do thumbnails. I will take a little bit longer on thumbnails that I'm being paid for than some of the ones that I've put on my channel. I'll be honest, I do rush them a bit when I'm putting them on my channel because it's just about getting them up there quick. I'm not too fussed about them looking amazing, but I will take a bit more time if I'm doing work for anybody else, be assured of that. I can do basic websites. I've written a book, so I can do small publications as well. But really what I'm looking for is ways to extend how I generate income. So if you've got any ideas, I mean, KDP is one idea, like I say, I'm looking into, I'm researching that at the moment. If you've got any other ideas that don't take, big startup funds, because the money that I'm generating at the moment is all going to my metabolic therapy fund to try and heal me from cancer. That's my number one priority. I'm not spending money on anything else. I spent like £8 on a small course about KDP publishing on Amazon. It was cheap. I'm hoping it wasn't low quality. I have actually already run it through an AI to say, check this out, and it's sort of given it an 80% thumbs up. So it seems like it's a pretty good course that I can follow and maybe get some results with. But if you've got any ideas about how I might better raise funds, whether that's through actually me doing the work and for people, or working with people, I'd love to hear them from you. And another thing that I'm looking for as well, I've tried one person on Fiverr who said they were a promotion expert for GoFundMe, and I'll be honest, I wasn't convinced, so I cancelled that contract. I've got another couple that I'm talking to that are seemingly starting out, and again, may not be established and may not have all the skills required to be able to effectively promote a GoFundMe to the point of success. But I'm in talks with them at the moment. But if you know anybody that I might be able to work with, please do forward the details to me, and I will have a chat with them. I think a lot of people on like Fiverr and a lot of people that are reaching out to me through TikTok and on YouTube, brain fade, I'm getting old. I think a lot of them are maybe just chancing their arm a little bit, thinking, oh, here's somebody who's in need and I can do a quick basic job and they'll pay me a bit of money for it. No. My background is IT. I was in it for nearly 30 years. I've done a lot of research in marketing over the past 4 or 5 years. Writing a book obviously got me a lot of knowledge about marketing and sales in particular. It was a path I chose not to go down, but the knowledge is still there. And frankly, if you want to try and pull the wool over my eyes, good luck to you. But it ain't going to happen. If you ain't got the skills, I'm going to find out and I'm going to cancel your contract and you won't get any money. Not the way that I do things. So, if you're thinking, oh look, there's another easy target, sorry, but move on, save yourself a bit of time. Save me a bit of time too. So yeah, I mean that's kind of what I wanted to talk about in this video is raising funds. So like I say, I will be putting some more stuff up on eBay, generate some more cash that way hopefully. Be doing some more research on the KDP and publishing low content books, and then some medium content books, and then maybe again a full fully published book with some AI assistance. But if you have any thoughts or ideas that you can run past me, I'd be very grateful for those. And just a shout out to somebody else. So on my live that I did last night, there was a chap from India who was basically saying that they needed to raise some funds, about $500 I think it was, who was in urgent need. Now, I know that people in India do have a lot of problems raising funds. Now, I'm no expert on fundraising. I'm still looking for help for myself. But if anybody does have any knowledge about raising funds in India for, Indian people, please drop something in the comments. And if they don't see it, I'll pass it on to them. So just give them a shout out. So I don't know much about their situation, but there's obviously more people in need than just me. And if I can help anybody else, I'm more than happy to do so. So quick roundup. I'm looking for ways to do more, get more out of my GoFundMe. Looking for different ways to raise funds. KDP is one of them. If you've got any other ideas, please do let me know. And I do have skills in design, adverts, brochures, leaflets, etc. If you need anything like that doing, I'll do the work first, send it over to you. You decide whether or not you want to pay for it. I don't mind doing that on the first advert or two, just to make sure that you are getting value for whatever you pay for, and we'll come up with a reasonable price. I'm not going to charge massive prices. I don't consider myself a high-end designer, although I've designed a lot of adverts for my partner for her business, which is a printed published business, and she says otherwise because I'm much better at designing than she is. But I don't consider myself a high-end designer, but my designs are still pretty good, and more than happy to share those skills with you at a very reasonable price. So let me know your thoughts. Still looking for ways to generate and raise more funds, looking for ways to get cash in, whether I have to earn it hands-on, online, digital, websites and the like, or whether there's some other ideas that might be out there that I've missed. Whatever it might be, please, if you've got any thoughts on that, do let me know, because I would be very, very interested in taking a deeper dive into that. So I think I'll wrap this one up here. Look forward to your thoughts on this, and hopefully something good will come out of it, such that I can raise more funds myself and not have to rely on donations from people through the GoFundMe, which, like I say, I'm still struggling a little bit to raise funds through that, and to find people to manage it for me. So hopefully that'll go a bit better over the next few weeks. But until the next update, I will leave it there. I love you and leave you. Thank you very much for following my story as usual. If you like this video, please do give it the thumbs up. If you don't already follow my channel, please do, because it really does make a difference to the reach and helps me find more people who may be able to help with the continuation of my story. And if you're able to share, that would be amazing. That would be fantastic for reach as well. If you are able to make a donation to my GoFundMe, even a small one, even a couple of pounds, every little helps. So I would be eternally grateful for even small donations as well. So I'll leave that with you there. Thank you very much again for watching. Have a lovely evening, or morning, or night, wherever you are. And I'll see you on the next update. Take care now.